He said, we gonna have the headphones, you gonna hear yourself talk.
That's not...
That's what that is. I ain't know shit. I ain't know what the headphones is.
All right, Z1079, Cleveland's #1 for hip hop and R&B, the home of the morning hustle. I got some special guests in the building. Finally, and now starring two amazing men who are putting on for the city in a great way with their holistic. I don't know if that's the word y'all want me to use, but they have these holistic approaches to how we can heal ourselves, and also how good the earth is to our bodies when it comes to whether it's with nature, being in tune with nature, whether it's eating honey or allowing bees to sting you, perhaps. We'll get into all that. So please welcome the Pod Project and Red All Green Partnership, and he was in Belize teaching kids how to grow. Also, please welcome too. He is in the hood with the honey on Kismet, farmer being at Hood Honey.
Respect.
Y'all hear that intro?
Come on.
Did y'all hear that intro?
And that's respect.
Come on.
That's big respect.
And I'm sure it's more.
I was trying to get it recorded. So
You missed it?
That's big respect.
I tried to get like the SmackDown or the Ready to Rumble. And now.
No. Right? Come on. That's a blessing. I appreciate that beautiful
For sure.
intro.
No, we appreciate y'all in the city because we know our city needs, excuse my voice, the healing that you guys provide and the knowledge and keys you guys provide. So we need you, the pioneers who are pushing forward with urban farming and agriculture. I know you, Farmer Ben, we met last year,
right?
And at Ridall, and you have been just on the up and up. Very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you.
I appreciate that.
And I met Hood Honey like 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
Right. Yeah, literally.
Come on, see that?
Yeah. So talk to me about the Pod Project. What is the Pod?
Okay. So the POD is an acronym that stands for the Prolific Oxygen Dome, and it is a geodesic dome geared towards reconnecting people to the abundant gifts of nature, offering a therapeutic sanctuary for restoration, regeneration, and revitalization. Like you said, that beautiful word, we take a holistic approach.
Yeah.
So we help people, we try to help people heal mentally, physically, and emotionally by inhaling the dome's therapeutic aroma, digesting its nutrient-dense produce, and engaging in our alternative therapy practice services like yoga, meditation, sound therapy, art therapy. We do spoken word. We have food demos, and then even have conversations over those meals. So that's really what we focus on, taking a holistic approach to healing.
The word prolific.
Yeah. You know I had to, so gifted.
Yeah.
Come on. That just means to supply an abundant supply of something. So we proliferate oxygen through the herbs. So as we pull the herbs to make meals or do practices, that aroma just is abundant in the dome. And it's just like, it's prolific. You know what I'm saying, though?
So there's way more fresher air inside the dome.
For sure. Just because the herbs, like we said, release those therapeutic aromas, you know, and then just calms the body down. And the way that the dome is set up, it encloses it, so it's like a heated haven. You know what I'm saying? We call it the charging station. So
you go in there and you be like, everything that was weighted on you falls off, and you are like,
yup. And if it's still in you, you sweat it out a little bit. But
wow. What's available for the people in the community? Like, what can they? You said yoga.
Right. So we have exclusive memberships for certain members where they can come and they can pay a monthly membership and get access to the dome for 30 minutes to up to an hour.
Yeah.
Then we also have opportunities for people to have family, community, or corporate retreats inside the dome where you can get up to 3 hours of time. We have Chef Jock come in and she'll make a meal from the farm for you. Tani, the creator, will actually have a therapeutic art session we call Paint to Empower. And then we'll have a sound therapist come and give everybody a sound bath session within that time frame of them being there in the dome. And it's just to supercharge the people. We also have programs and stuff that we'll talk about a little later on. That's for the community to get understanding of what we're doing from a holistic perspective. So
what is like a sound bath session for people who are tuned in? What does that like consist of? What is it? Am I in water? And
No. So you take it from a perspective of you laying down doing meditation, and instead of you meditating with just no noise, you'll have these crystal bowls vibrating a sound, a frequency to your body to kind of like alleviate stress and just charge yourself up.
Yeah.
Most people that go through it, when they get out, they face be all lifted. They be looking like they flown like 2 feet off the ground. So that'd be funny, man.
That sounds like it's very healing. Like
yes,
a sound. I can imagine, and I love like the healing frequencies, like the 888 hertz or something like that, or whatever you play on your phone, or the 111 sounds. 432.
That's a loving frequency.
A loving frequency. 432.
And what was her name? Janae Aiko. She had to do the sound bowls in one of her albums before.
Got you.
That one with the I don't know which one it was, but
not a clue, man.
She had the sound bowls in the track, and even Andre 3000.
Sound bowls.
Yeah.
The album he just dropped too was all sounds of like instruments,
right? Frequencies
no lyrics
and vibrations, and that's really what it is. And then we try to keep people connected to that environment too, with being around all those plants and all that life. It's just like it's a win all throughout the charts. So,
got you.
Yeah.
So how are you connected, Hood Honey, with Farmer Ben?
Oh man. Connected we connected on Kinsman for one. You know, we right down the street from each other. We connected through agriculture, and we actually putting together a good program this year coming up. A couple different programs.
Talk to me about them.
For sure, I'm gonna talk to you about them. So this is the Youth Agribusiness Program.
Okay.
And in this program, I'll tell you about my part. But in this program, I'll be teaching about some beekeeping and how to be a value-added beekeeper. You know, so I got a bunch of products. You know, from chapstick to paw balm for dogs. I sell honey. You know, I could teach you. You know, I'm like about to be Trapper of the Year, maybe. But you know, that's what we want to teach the youth.
Yeah.
As far as agriculture, and I'm coming at it from a beekeeping perspective.
Right. Why is beekeeping important for the community?
Beekeeping is important for the community because we all like to eat, you know, and sometimes we like to eat things that are sweet, but sometimes we like to preserve things, you know, and when we do stuff like that, that's all involving honey.
Preserving things involves honey?
For sure. Alexander the Great was preserved when he got killed in war, and they shipped him across the Mediterranean in a vat of honey.
What?
That sounds wild.
Come on.
Super wild. So imagine doing that with something like, you know, herbs, you know. So shout out to Ja. Ja's Artesian Honey. We collabed on that. But as far as that's why it's important, and we're going to bring that with our programs. But Farmer Ben is going to be talking more about the production side of things.
Got you.
Right. So what my focus is really getting the youth to understand the agribusiness aspect of it. So it's a 6-week course, giving a person 24 total hours of hands-on training, 2 sessions per week. We go through the history of black farmers. We go through parts of the plant. We go through regenerative practices. We go through crop management. Like Hood Honey said, we go through value-added product creation. We go through farm management. And it's really just about, like he said, giving the youth hands-on experience with the practical foundational skills of like farming.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know how to grow, and they don't know like how the business industry is with farming. So Hood Honey is a beautiful advocate of, you know, creating products and being a value-added producer in the community. I'm well known with the production of crops, so we've came together to show the community how you can bridge this and start building more businesses and get healthier products in the hood.
And so for those who don't know, you know I garden, but Farmer Ben taught me how to grow.
Come on,
that's where I got my teaching from. So, and with that, I gardened, I grew. I couldn't believe I grew food. I was like, this is crazy.
Isn't it a
and then
blessing?
I bit into the food I grew, and I was like, this is even crazier. And I'm like, I want to farm. So thank you for that. And people do need to hear more about, you know, more, I guess, self-sufficiency. And we lack that in our community. So it's great that we have 2. Y'all want me to call y'all black men?
Yeah, come on. Strong black men.
Some people be like, I'm Hebrew, so I want to make sure I get it right.
We all that.
So yeah, 2 beautiful black men to help pour into our community. Thank you for that. And what's in store for Hood Honey this year? What's coming up?
A whole bunch.
Yeah.
So what's coming up immediately, I'm collabing with Chef Ja again. We're going to have this grown and sexy event called Eye of the Table.
Come on now, talk about it, right?
Just posted it on my social media. But it's going to be showcasing the versatility of honey. So you ever heard of mead, which is honey wine?
Yes, I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
well, we're going to have it there at the event. We also going to have some of the best chefs in town whipping up a couple things. Some cosmetics. Farmer Ben's going to be there with his fresh herbs.
Yeah.
Fresh is in the city.
Come on now.
Yeah.
We're getting goats later on this year. Chickens and goats.
Okay.
Right on 119th, 3410 East 119th Street.
Come on. Animal husbandry going on around here.
And then me and Farmer Ben are going to collab again on some beat therapy. I can't tell you the whole swag, but we're going to collab on some beat therapy that's going to...
I got to get stung by a bee?
You don't got to get stung by a bee. But you remember you talked about that frequency?
Yes.
That's what we getting on.
Okay, I follow you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Come on.
So before we get up out of here, people need to know how to contact you, how to reach you. Give me the Instagram handles or emails, or do we pull up to the pod and just come hang out? Do we go on camping and find you for the honey?
Well, you can... Well, don't just pull up. You don't just pull up to black people's house like that. So call me first. Hood Honey 216 on Instagram, Hood Honey 216 on Facebook, Hood Honey 216 on YouTube.
Gotcha.
That's what's up. Mine is at ahk.abk. And then in my bio, you'll see all the other organizations from the UAI, the POD Project, and the Prolific Achievers Academy. I do want to shout out our training program that we have. It's 2 months. It starts April 15th till May 22nd. For those interested, we have availability for 15 people. Age range is 16 to 25. If you want to learn about hands-on agriculture and the agribusiness industry, definitely tap in with the UAI and Hood Honey.
Listen, man, link with these two incredible men right here. Gain the knowledge, the jewels they have for you, and let's change and shift our community going forward. All right, Farmer Ben, Hood Honey, is a blessing I had you here on the show. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
You're
having
welcome.
us.